Alright mud lovers, Jason and I are at Rotherhithe today where the Mayflower Pub resides. It takes its name from the ship that Captain Christopher Jones set sail to America in 1620. Coming from America himself, Jason has a connection with Rotherhithe, and later he will tell us a few things about the area in which his ancestors once stood. Stick around for part 2 where we both discuss some of our best finds from various parts of the foreshore.
This is eyes only, but it's always the size. You don't quite know if it's going to be a 2p coin or a Georgian coin.
Eyes only.
But if you look right here, there's something just kind of nestled in there. And I've got my detector with me, but I always kind of look by eye first before we actually start digging. Yeah, it's pretty worn. I would definitely say it's Georgian.
Yeah.
Just nothing left on it, really.
Nice find. Good eyes.
Yeah, anyways, I'll clean it up when I get home and see if there's anything on it.
Cool. Well spotted. There we go. Eyes only. Just found a musket ball. Straight out of the sand. No detector, just eyes only. Coin there. Looks like it's a 1968 half franc, of all things. Oh look, also a pretty cool button. I thought it was a stone. This is a Tudor button, I think. Hollow button. Pewter or lead. See the loop on the back there. And the coin, which is a 1968 half franc. Might be silver, or silver coloured.
So this area is renowned for all of the maritime trade and the shipbuilding and the shipbreaking. And if you look over here, you can see a lot of the old ship's timbers that have been worked, and they're about 300, 400 years old. Over there on the far side, you can actually see a ship's windlass. So the part of the ship which would actually rotate to pull in the sails. So if you actually come down a bit further here, so during the whole ship breaking process, obviously everything that was on board the ship is just kind of falling through the cracks and falling onto the foreshore, which is left there for centuries. So if you zoom in on this area, right next to this old ship's timber, you can actually see a musket ball just kind of probably rolled off the ship as it was being broken up and just landed on the foreshore and has laid there for several centuries now. So that's probably about 18th, 19th century musket ball.
Fantastic. History in your hands. Just found a little bag seal made from lead. These were produced for hundreds of years, and they were used on bags to prevent them being broken into. Can't quite read what it says on this one, but Looks like quite a late one, so we're probably talking early 20th century. Might even have a date on it there. I can't quite work it out. I've never seen a dated one before. But it looks like it says 1960 something or 1951 or 61. Could be. But you get lots of information on these. You can. There's a great website called bagseals.org, run by Stuart Elton, and he's also got a book out. And he will manage to ID any bag seal, cloth seal that's ever been made. Great source of research.
So obviously there are a lot of sailors and merchants and a lot of uniformed people around here. So we do find a lot of buttons in this area. So this doesn't look like a uniform button, but it does look like a two-piece button. I keep losing it, but I did find it by eye. So if you just look here, it looks like a two-part button. There's a bit of a nice patina to it, and still has the shank on the back. So it's actually a hollow button.
Yeah, nice one.
So I'd say this is probably Georgian as well. Again,
Brilliant.
no decoration, but the fact that it was hollow just shows how the workmen and craftsmen used to make the buttons back then.
Lovely button.
Yeah.
Superb. Just found this big tooth. It's probably from a grazing animal where it's been worn away, maybe like a sheep or a lamb. But look at the root on that. 3 big roots on that tooth, so it would have been stuck in there like that. You find so many bones down here due to all the trade and the people that needed to be fed. So a lot of it was thrown back in the Thames. You know, it was a river. It was a big old dump, so everything went straight back in. But it's pretty neat. Just found a pretty neat spot. There's loads of copper nails. I'll see how many I can pick up in a minute. Stop the clock. There must be at least 25 to 30 nails there in this one little spot. Mad that all these nails have come off boats that were holding floorboards together.
Digging in this little hole down here and got a pretty good signal.
Oh wow.
And not quite sure, I haven't lifted it out yet.
That is a beauty.
Don't think it's definitely not a cannonball, but it's got a hole one side. Any clue what it is?
No. If it had one hole, it could have been one of those mortar bombs, you know, they stuff it with mortar. It may still be a mortar bomb. But
That small?
I don't know. They're not that much bigger than that, maybe more of a cricket ball size, you know, but that's brass, isn't it?
Can't really tell. Yeah, it's definitely not pewter or something like that. Looks like one to research.
Yeah, definitely. Interesting.
Trying to see if there's a screw. Yeah, it's got a... You can
thread?
see it was screwed onto something.
It's got a little thread in there, is it? Yeah.
Probably just a bedpost knob.
Maybe. Interesting, though. That'll clean up well, won't it?
Yeah, it should do.
Excellent.
Got a little dent on this side, so it's definitely hollow. But no clue what it was actually used for.
No, well, we'll try and find out and give you an answer. If we can't, suggestions please, leave them in the comments below.
So as I mentioned before, this area of the foreshore is where a lot of the ships were broken up, and you can see just from what's left on the foreshore where they actually broke up the ships. If you just pan down and just look at all of the rusting metalwork, there's almost no rocks. It's just literally rusting metalwork everywhere you look. So all of this is just very industrial things just left from when they were breaking up the ships. And that's great about the foreshore, is you can really read what was happening back centuries ago, just based on what you actually find on the actual foreshore.
There's a little button there with a flower in the middle, or a tree. Unusual shape really, because it's kind of concaved. Just had up what I think might be a little glass green stud of some description. It seems to be like there's a glass centre with a round lead or pewter surround. Just found 2 musket balls in one spot. Number 1, number 2. Just seen here part of a bellarmine. That's a cartouche on the bellarmine there. Nice bit of pottery. '17th century. So I was just having a little scrape about around here, getting quite a lot of iron on the detector, so I think I pulled out a silver chain, look. Nice one. That might find its way around my neck soon, if I can get a new clasp on it. Obviously it's been, oh, you got one end there, it looks like the other end might be there, so it looks like it's complete. That's pretty cool. I may have just found what was on that pendant. I'm not sure what it is, looks like a whale tail. Ever heard of the make? What's that, Sedora? Oh, see that, Sedora? I don't know if that's silver or just a stainless steel jobby, but that's probably what it came off of. Well, this is probably what came off the necklace. Is it a squid? No, it's like a whale tail, doesn't it? So me and Jason just finished mudlarking for the day. We've had a few bits and bobs, but now we're going to see each other's top few finds that we've managed to bring down to the foreshore to share with you as well. We'll start with Jason's pieces and then move on to mine.
Excellent.